By the way, Pearce won the toss of the coin. They elected to receive the opening kickoff, and so the Lions are ready to do just that. And this is not Andrew Tarrant, who is kicking off for the Greenville Lions.
Number 41, Ryan Rumpf.
High pop over, taken at the 28-yard line, across the 30 to about the 33-yard line goes the return man for the J.J. Pearce Mustangs, Michael Webb.
Yeah, number 23, Adrian Davis, just really had almost a kill shot at about the 29-yard line, but it was enough to slow him up and really hold him to a very minimal gain.
Now, we sound like we're in a soundproof room, and it's mostly because we are.
Yeah, we are.
And so the Mustangs have the ball. I'll explain to you why here in a moment. They're in a spread offense. They have trips to the far side, one receiver to the near side. GEUS will throw the ball a lot. That has been their forte. There's a toss to the right side. Looked like it skipped across the ground, but apparently it was a catch. And he gets down to about the 39 is where they're going to mark it.
Yeah, it looks like they got a real quick passing game. Spread formation. There's three receivers on the Greenville side, one on the Pearce side, and a lot of times they call it a bunch formation, but just a quick delivery.
Trips to the near side, one receiver to the far side. They're moving from our right to left. No score in the game, just getting underway. And got one running back standing to the right of the quarterback in the shotgun. He takes the handoff, finds a little gap on the right side across the 50, down to the Greenville 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the J.J. Pearce Mustangs.
Well, that time Greenville was kind of expecting another pass. Running back for Pearce broke into the secondary pretty quick, and number 2, Courtney Gray, was able to bring him down, but not after about a 12-yard gain. And but like I said, they're going to try to confuse you with formations. They're going to try to keep you no huddle and keep the game moving quick.
Yeah, GEUS was the running back. Paul Miller is the quarterback. Hands off to the tailback, and he is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward for about a yard.
That time, Jermaine Hamilton from his outside linebacker was coming in real hard off the corner and was able to actually drop it for about a half a yard loss. Good play by the Greenville Lions.
So they need to get to the Greenville 36 for a first down. Miller throws, caught at the 35 to the 30, and then down to about the 28-yard line goes Deshaun Hughes, the receiver.
Yeah, he was covered that time by Chris Carter from Greenville. But like I said, J.J. Pearce is in a hurry. They no huddle. They just come up here, almost look like the Indianapolis Colts, where they won't try to run this offense.
Hand off to Phillip Hughes, and he goes inside the 25 down to about the 24-yard line, so he gets a nice 4 or 5 yard gain out of that.
Yeah, that time he was met by Reggie Washington and Jermaine Hamilton as he tried to cut back against the grain from the Greenville defense. But like I said, these guys, Pearce has got a high-powered offense and moves in a hurry.
And Miller decides to keep the football and is just absolutely swarmed over by white jerseys with red numerals and those red pants the Greenville Lions are wearing to make the stop and a loss on the play to bring up 3rd down.
At that time, Ty Finney came in from a defensive end position and was able to come in and collapse the play in a hurry. It was a quarterback counter, what they were trying to run, and it looked like they dropped it for about a 2-yard loss. Well, we have a penalty against Greenville. Rich, I don't know what that was. I hadn't seen a signal yet.
Well, I saw a flag. It looked like a flag, but the field is dark. Looks very dark to me. And I don't know if these windows are that well tinted or not. I don't think they are.
I don't know.
But it was a flag against the Greenville Lions, but it's second and about 1 at the 19. Hand off to Phillip Hughes. Finds a hole over the left side inside the 15 and spins down to about the 14-yard line.
Well, that time that was a 2nd and short, and they elected to run a little inside counter, doing a nice job with some of the misdirection plays. You know, they're really doing a good job of keeping us off balance because they don't huddle up. So they're just calling plays in a hurry and trying to keep our defense off balance. So far, it's working well.
Straight T backfield for the Mustangs. Handoff to Hughes, comes to the near side, finds a hole over the middle inside the 10, and gets down to about the 7-yard line on about a 3rd effort.
Ryan Mosby really missed a tackle for a loss in the backfield. He had followed the play from the backside, had a shot at Hughes to bring him down, but was just bounced off of him. And Hughes' nice run, about 5 yards right up the middle. But these guys are, they're just marching down at will right now. We've got to find a way to slow this offense down.
And they're moving pretty quickly, too.
Yeah, they're not taking much time off the clock. I mean, it's fast-paced.
Hand off the right side into the end zone. Touchdown for J.J. Pearce. Madison Kvapel with the touchdown for J.J. Pearce.
Well, that was, they're not doing anything really fancy. They're really executing well. Their offensive line is doing a good job of just coming in and just playing good position on our defensive line. I do not see Justin Reeves. I understand that he...
Here's the PAT. It's up, and it is good. And J.J. Pearce takes a 7-0 lead over the Greenville Lions with 8:56 to play here in the first quarter. And we'll be back when Greenville Lions football continues in a moment.
Ooh,
He got hurt, didn't he?
He's got a staph infection.
Ooh,
that was too easy, Rich.
Well, I thought David had an interesting stat in the paper today that Greenville gives up a lot of scoring in the first quarter.
Yeah.
But I see Coach Harble there sitting to your right, and I'm sure he's liable to get, he'll figure it out.
Well, he's thinking right now, but he's not.
Yeah, pulling on that bill.
Yeah, he's, that was pretty much just get after your butt on that one. They just got after us. That wasn't anything fancy there.
No.
Threw the ball twice and ran it the rest of the time. They just right down our throats. Well, maybe we can get back in this game.
Welcome back to Eagle Mustang Stadium at Richardson. Greenville trailing 7-0 with 8:56 to play here in the first quarter. Full house on the home side. Homecoming night for the Mustangs. Pop-over kick coming towards the Greenville Lions. Taken at the 28-yard line. Alton Dennis to the 34 on the return.
Yeah, a nice job. Pearce just pooch kick. They don't want Greenville's speed. They don't want any of our kids to really break in the open. I don't think they have the leg speed to really match us. And they worked hard on just trying to get some contain around and up back, which is what they did. Dennis did a good job of fielding the ball and just getting what he could. There was about 3 defenders within about 5 yards when he first grabbed the ball. So let's see what the Greenville offense can get going.
Cody Ugalde out working at left guard. Justin Reeves is out. You said
he's got a staph infection, from what I understand, and going to sit this game out. And he's one of our best linemen.
Fowler throws out left side to C.J. Nelson, and he is met right in the chin at the 30-yard line for a loss. And the Mustangs get up, waving their arms for the crowd to get up and get loud and get proud.
Well, that was we had three wide receivers. C.J. came back for a wide receiver screen, and Alton Dennis and number 10 Derek Lucas were out there, and I don't know if they forgot what to do, but I mean, the Pearce defender just came right through there, and they kind of watched him cold cock CJ. And I know that one of them was assigned to that cornerback to pick him off. And
second and about 14 from the 31-yard line. Handoff coming up the middle. Jermaine Hamilton at the 40-yard line, and backpedals for the first down out at the 46-yard line.
Well, nice job by Jermaine Hamilton. Nice job by the offensive line of Greenville. I'm looking at the Pearce. Pearce has a lot of size on their offensive line. Their defense, Rich, is not real big. It looks like their kids will go around 200, maybe 180. And maybe we can match up with them, our offense and their defense, and keep ourselves in this game. But that was a nice 11-yard run.
First and 10 for the Lions from their own 46-yard line. Fowler throw left side, and it's
incomplete.
Incomplete. I wasn't sure. I was waiting for the official to give me a good signal.
Yeah, it looked like CJ might have been able to snatch that ball off the ground. Just kind of a little quick hook. Ball was thrown just a little bit late. CJ was open. If the ball had been thrown on timing, it would have been an easy catch, but Fowler waited just about a step too long to throw the ball.
Tanner Cobbs is out there defending on CJ. Alton Dennis comes out wide to the near side. Straight T formation for the Lions on a 2nd and 10 at their 46-yard line. Jermaine Hamilton fumbles the football, picks it up, and almost got back up to the original line of scrimmage, and that was a terrific recovery, but it didn't, I'm not sure if it was a mixed-up handoff or what happened there, but it wasn't clean.
No, it wasn't clean. I'm not sure if they were trying to set up a fake to the running back and Fowler keep it. I'm not, you really couldn't tell what was designed, but whatever it was, it didn't work. We know that. But Hamilton did a good job just to recover it, and pick it up and just try to get back to the line of scrimmage. But 3rd and long here, this is a big 3rd down. We sure like to keep the sticks moving and keep the ball out of out of Pearce's offense.
Greenville trailing at 7-0, 7:39 to play first quarter, clock rolling. Back to pass is Fowler. Quick toss out near side to Hamilton, one-on-one, gets by that one, comes to the 50, and across the 50 to about the 47-yard line of J.J. Pearce, and it'll bring up 4th and about 3 for the Lions.
Well, that was really a nice job by Hamilton. He eluded the first tackler, which could have been for about a no gain. He was able to get past him, showing some strength in his legs, and then pick up about 8 quick yards, but just a little bit short of the first down.
And we're back to punt for the Lions now, and the Mustangs send 2 back inside the 15-yard line for the return. A high snap pulled down by Fowler. Bounces at the 20, inside the 20, and then down to the 15-yard line as the Lions coverage team was able to get down there. And so it's a nice punt by Fowler that backs the Mustangs up to their own 15.
Yeah, really just kind of a little pooch kick. And, you want anything inside the 20-yard line is considered good. And he did his job. But just going back to the Greenville offense, I think we can play with these guys if we'll just be a little quicker on our passes and stay with the run, not get away from the run too quick.
Trips to the near side, 2 receivers to the right. All alone is Paul Miller. Takes the ball, throws it to the right side, and penalty markers at the line of scrimmage before the play.
I believe that's going to be against Pearce offsides. Which is
False start. Let me give people, now Jim, back away from the speaker just a moment. I want to tell you, we wanted to use the crowd mic here in this nice stadium.
Oh.
This is why we don't. I mean, we'd really love to use it, but we really,
It sounds like a lot.
because there's lots going on outside, but it is just, it
Garble.
blows us away.
Too much garble.
Miller back to throw, right side, caught, and then knocked down at the 17 with a penalty marker back at the 13-yard line.
Well, usually in that area it could be a hold. I'm not sure. Greenville was coming in on a blitz that time. Oh, all sides against Greenville, my lord. I sure didn't see that. That's kind of a late call, Rich, for all sides. Didn't it come in a little bit late?
Well, it's so dark I couldn't begin to tell you. It's all I can do to keep up with the ball because the Mustangs have on dark uniforms.
Yes, they do.
And it's dark here, so if the football gets anywhere around their uniforms, it pretty much disappears to me. It's a really dark red pants and really, it's the dark blue jerseys.
Yeah, really royal.
And, with the dark scarlet red in the piping and then white. I mean, they look like SMU, but it's just so dark.
Yeah, it is hard to see. But
I need to go near the light. Go to the light. So 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line of Pearce. Don't know why. Trips to the near side. 1 running back standing to the right of Miller. From the shotgun. Throws it to the near side. Caught at the 10. Down the near sideline at the 30. The 40. And then hit at the 47-yard line by C.J. Nelson. Goes Madison Kavapel.
well, that was I hate to say it, but that was very good execution by J.J. Pearce on the wide receiver screen. That's something that we were trying to do a while ago, and Pearce showed us how to execute it. And it was a very well executed play, and it picked up a real quick 40 yards.
And Nelson picked up Kavapel really fast. Handoff to Phillip Hughes, right side, big hole to the 41-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down for Pearce.
Yeah, Greenville, like I said, they were going just for a little bit, kind of had them going back on the 15-yard line. Pearce had a big play, broke out. Now it looks like Greenville's defense is getting a little frustrated.
Twins to either side, Miller to throw. Right side, receivers there, makes the catch and goes out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's enough for a first down for Pearce.
Yeah, this Pearce offense is really pretty impressive. They got a very good, quick passing game. Quarterback is extremely accurate. The route ends run very good. Receivers run very good routes, and we're having a hard time with them right now.
Timing routes.
Yeah, doing a very good job. When he hits that back step, he plants that foot, and that ball's coming out.
And it's already on the way before the receiver turns around. First and 10 play.
Everything's
quick toss
fast.
Right side, caught across the 30 and down to about the 29-yard line, close to a first down for Pearce.
Yeah, again, just a wide receiver screen. Just tosses it out there right in front of the Greenville bench. But it happens so quick that Greenville's defense can't really react until he gets about 6 or 7 yards, and he's actually running into them as they're coming up to make the play, but he's already picked up about 6 or 7 yards.
Second and a short 3 at the Greenville 30-yard line. Handoff, GEUS, and is upended at about the 25 and lands at the 23, and that's enough for a first down for Pearce.
Yeah, that time Courtney Gray was able to start the
He flipped him.
Yeah. But like I said, we really having a tough time right now. Our defensive line is really struggling right now.
Phillip GEUS is the running back. Miller keeps it going to the right side, being chased by Ryan Mosby, who takes him down at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, that time, fake in the middle. Greenville plugged that up. Quarterback pulled it, tried to sprint outside. Mosby was able to come up his block really well and was able to stop the quarterback. What's his name?
Miller.
Paul Miller, before he could get around the corner. Really a nice play by Ryan Mosby.
This is his mom and dad, John and Jeanette. They're right here. I'm kidding.
I was going to say, what do you see that I'm not seeing? We're pretty low, high up here.
2nd and 9 for Pearce. Back to throw is Miller, looking towards the end zone, throwing into the end zone, and it is incomplete. Went out the backside, just pretty much throwing it away.
Yeah, that time, good coverage by the Greenville receivers. Miller was trying to go for the home run ball. Pearce line did a pretty good job of protection. Finally, Mosby was able to break free and get some late pressure on Miller, who threw the ball up, just hoping for something to happen. But good job by the Greenville defense. Well, Rich's 3rd and 9. It should be nice to stop these guys here, at least force them to a field goal attempt.
Greenville trailing at 7-0 with 4:36 to play here in the first quarter. Miller back in a straight tee and a shotgun, rolling right, looking left, throwing left, caught to the
Oh, beautiful.
And beautifully played by the defense of the Greenville Lions to come up and drop the receiver at about the 24 for a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, number 64, Spencer Payne, had, I guess he had just did a good job being coached. He just followed the offensive line out there, just kind of got lost with them. And as soon as he threw the screen pass, he was right there to plant the Pearce ball carrier on the turf.
This is a 41-yard field goal attempt. That it is up.
Not good.
Good
job
to the right, and so Pearce comes away with nothing, and leading it 7-0 over the Greenville Lions with 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. And so that's a break for the Greenville Lions. You can't hear any crowd noise because we're in a soundproof room, and we have crowd noise available to us. And for those of you watching on GEUS 34, you weren't able to hear it as we tried to play it, but the mic, it's like the mic is, you turn it up as loud as it'll go, and then you stand over it and you yell. And that's kind of the sound that it makes, so it's not a pleasant sound. So we're not using it. So
well, that was a good, when the Greenville Lions defense, when they needed to stop Pearce, they came up with 2 big plays to stop him, and credit them for getting us out of here and getting the ball back at the offense without getting hurt with any more points.
Fowler is alone in the backfield. 4 receivers to the far side. Fowler back to throw. Under pressure now, running to the near sideline, just throws it away and hits one of the unhelmeted Mustangs in the head with it.
I think he was talking to his buddy. He never saw it coming.
Too busy looking up into the crowd.
Might be trying to find his girlfriend. That time, Greenville had an interesting formation. They had 4 wide receivers to the left and 1 to the right side, man to man. And I think Fowler was waiting for something happening on the short side of the field, and nobody ever came open. But I'd like to see him get back to the run. They've only run the ball, I think, 1 time with Williams or Jermaine Hamilton, and he had a good, nice 11-yard pickup.
Trips to the far side on a 2nd and 10 play. Fowler to throw. Under pressure, runs up the middle, takes off to the left, gets across the 30 to about the 32-yard line, and picks up about 7 yards on the play.
Yeah, nice job by Fowler. He just saw the rush coming in on the pocket, was beginning to collapse, so he just pulled the ball down and went straight up the field. But again, we're trying to throw the ball every play, and that's what this offense is designed for. But I still would like to see us try to run the ball a little bit, maybe control the clock some. And I don't think Pearce can stop us running the ball.
They can't run with Greenville either. It's 3rd and short, and handoff comes near side, and it's Courtney Gray with a first down and more, gets to the 45 and up near the 50-yard line. Greenville, if they can get anywhere close to the secondary, they're gone to the house.
Well, and case in point, that time it was what, 3rd and 2, or what was it? And Greenville just has the ball. Gray. Gray's a much better athlete than anybody in the secondary or the linebacking core of Pearce. Once he got a step past the defensive line, he was a better athlete in the open field. We're going to win that battle every time. And Cordell stays with that. But that was a nice, about a 15-yard run.
I think it's going to be an easy score if they can get a pass beyond the linebackers. Fowler runs with it over the left side, across the 50, the 45, and goes down at the 45-yard line of Pearce, and it'll bring up 2nd and about 3 with Greenville trailing at 7-0 with 2:36 to play first quarter.
Richard, looks like when I'm watching Pearce's defense, what it looks like they're trying to do is to try to play I call it perimeters. They're trying to keep everything funneled inside. Highland Park used to do that to us because of our speed. So what they do, they make you try to run the ball inside and then try to overlap with backside defenders to try to make the play before you really got cranked up. But like you said, you hit a quick hitter right the middle, these guys can't touch our running backs.
Fowler back to throw, under pressure, throws it over the middle, and it is almost intercepted at the 45-yard line on a pass intended for C.J. Nelson.
Yeah, that was a really risky play. You know,
Randall Rudolph almost intercepted.
And CJ was able to somewhat play defender. But going back to what we're talking about, we're just, one man away from really giving Fowler some good protection. What I'd really like to see is just us run the ball for a while and make them play honest, because they're just coming off the ball and, like I said, just trying to shoot gaps and trying to contain our speed and force it back inside. But I think we just need to run the ball right up the gut on these guys. 3rd
and a short 3 for the Lions. Handoff inside, and Hamilton has got nowhere to go.
Well, that
tried to send 2 people slot to the left side in motion to the near side, and he faked a handoff to each of them and then gave it to Jermaine Hamilton, and that gave Pearce enough time to
collapse.
Pillar up close to the pocket, but it was too late.
I think we're trying to do a little too much, and some of our linemen, some of them are a little inexperienced out there, just really couldn't hold the blocks that long. And
and Justin Reeves too.
Yeah.
Here's the punt from Fowler. Nice high one, pretty good spiral. Fair catch called for, and barely made at the 18-yard line by the Pearce Mustangs number 22 Jordan Gush.
Yeah. But anyway, but like I said, I think I've seen 2 or 3 plays where Greenville has been close on the run to taking one in. I think they will before the night's over with. But I would like to see them run the ball a little bit more, some quick hitters, and make the defense play honest before we try to start throwing the ball.
Gush is one of Miller's favorite receivers, and he spreads it around a lot. They average about 464 yards a game in offense.
Yeah, I can see why.
Trips to the near side, one receiver to the far side. They're moving right to left, leading at 7-0. Miller throws it near side, caught by
nice play.
Great stop, but Jermaine Hamilton, I should say, at the 19-yard line.
Oh, that was the same play they broke the long play a while ago on the last series. Jermaine Hamilton literally ran through the block and just willed his way to stop the running back from Pearce. Really a beautiful, beautiful play by Hamilton.
Miller in I formation he's in shotgun, he has a tailback behind him. He runs to the right, pulls up to throw, down the far sideline, and just throws it away as the pressure was coming.
Well, that time that was Ryan Mosby. There was was able to get away from his offensive lineman and was able to run as Miller was sprinting to the right. Mosby was closing fast and made it throw the ball a little quicker than he wanted to. And I can't tell who the number is of the Greenville defender on that side. Did a nice job. 23, I think. Adrian Davis did a nice job of just running with the receiver and playing man up.
3rd and 9 for Pearce. The ball at the 18-yard line. They're back to throw. Miller throws it over the middle. Got a receiver there, and it is Gush. And he got behind the secondary, and if he was on the fly, he probably would have gone a lot further, but he falls down at the 46-yard line of Pearce, first down.
At that time, he had gotten away from Adrian. I just been talking about Adrian Davis made a great play. At that time, he got behind him and just made a rookie mistake, and he's taken out of the ball game, replaced by Chris Carter. But yeah, 3rd and long way on their end. Well, we sure didn't need that one. That was we've been playing well to that point in that drive.
In the shotgun is Miller. keeps it up the middle, bouncing around, and then finally goes down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Greenville defense at that time, Ty Finney, Jermaine Hamilton, and a host of others were able to converge. But Rich, one thing,
It's just a matter of time.
well, I was
Greenville's
going.
fixing to bust this game open.
Well, I was going to say, you know what I'm seeing, beginning of okay, look like
And that'll end the first quarter play. Greenville trailing at 7-0. We'll be back with the second quarter when Greenville Lions football continues in a moment. Welcome back to Eagle Mustang Stadium. The Greenville Lions are trailing at 7-0. It is 2nd and 10 for Pearce as they're now moving from our left to right with the ball at their 46-yard line. Two receivers to the far side. Miller in the shotgun in the straight tee. Hands off to Phillip, keeps it himself, and is going to lose yardage on it as the Greenville Lions defensive line just quickly closed in.
Well, Rich, we were saying at the break, and I was just about to say right at the end of the first quarter that I'm starting to see the Greenville defense. They're playing a little bit better than they were earlier in the year, and they're starting to tackle better. You know, I was upset earlier in the year because they didn't tackle well, but I'm starting to see some improvement now.
3rd and 12.
Big play right here. We really need to stop them.
At the Pearce 44-yard line is where the center's got the tip of the ball set up. Two receivers to the far side. Straight T formation for Miller back to pass. Looking, throwing over the middle.
Oh, yes.
And incomplete.
Nice play.
Way out in front of the intended receiver down at about the 25-yard line of Greenville.
Well, nice job, nice series by Greenville. They had kind of the one big pass play, but they really limited Pearce that time to, like I said, one big play. They held them that time they held 3 successive plays and actually lost yardage in that particular series of plays. But the Greenville defense is starting to get a little confidence tonight, and I've seen them play a little bit better right now. This really could factor in later tonight as the game wears on.
Courtney Gray back at the 23-yard line. Takes the punt and is tackled at the 23. Tried to make a little move, but good coverage by Deshaun Hughes. And I need to compliment whoever the Greenville Lion was, maybe in Cozine, for that's usually where you get that illegal block in the back, and he just passed on the onslaught of the Mustang.
You say good job not clipping him, bad job for not getting in front of him and screening him, because Courtney could have ran for a while.
Yeah.
He had some room. But with that being said, now it's time to get back. Green will get to work on the offense.
Fowler in the shotgun. Lions moving right to left. Handoff goes right side. DeKeyston Williams gets out to
What was that?
8-yard line. And somebody's shoe came off, and the guy went out and tried to cover it like he thought it was a fumble.
A trailing Pearce player saw something flash, and it was a shoe of one of his teammates, and he went and jumped on it like a phone. It was kind of funny. That's why we were laughing. But again, the DeKeyston Williams, nice job, 5-yard run, showing a lot of power that time, just running right into the teeth of the Pearce defense. And nice quick hitter I've been talking about, but like I said,
2nd and 5 for Greenville. Twins to either side. Fowler back to throw. Rolling to his right. Being chased. Throwing it down the far sideline. Just throws it away.
Yeah, they're Fowler that time. They're running a 3-step passing game, which is good, and that's what this offense is designed to do. The key to it is that on your 3rd step, when you drop back, you plant your foot and you let the ball go. But Fowler, for whatever reason, either receivers are not breaking open quick enough, they're not getting to the spot where it's designated, but he's not letting the ball go. He's holding the ball about 2 steps too long, and our receivers either stop their routes, they're not sure where to go, they're watching him and try to run with him, and it becomes a sandlot game then. But hopefully, as the season goes, they'll get better at that timing passing game.
3rd and 5 for the Lions. Handoff to Jermaine Hamilton, right side, across the 30 to about the 32. Not enough for a first down. We'll bring up 4th and 2 for Greenville.
Yeah, and that time I almost was wishing Fowler had the ball. He looked like he could have ran for a while. But, it looks like Greenville's thinking about it. I don't know. Okay, they're going back pump. Like I said, just for a second, I thought Coach was thinking about it, but being this deep with the potent Pearce offense.
And the way your defense has been playing?
Yeah, well, like I said, but no, this is not this
district game.
This is not the time. Goes out.
And here we are with a special teams player getting on
Yeah,
the field.
somebody, yeah.
Fowler back to punt, standing at about the 20-yard line. Gets a high snap. Gets off a pretty nice kick. Taken at the 34. And GEUS goes down at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by number 83 from Greenville. Let me see, who is that? Frankie Hernandez was the first one to make contact and slow him up. And then I'm not sure, I think it was number 31, Chris Carter, was able to bring him down. But very nice coverage. Nice kick by Fowler and nice coverage by the Greenville Lions.
Came close to being blocked, too.
Yeah, yeah. But, you know, they've got Pearce back a little bit. Let's see if Greenville's defense can keep up its good play and maybe get the ball back for us.
I guess this is a shotgun I formation. Miller rolling to the near side, throws it away because he sees the defender coming after him, Ryan Mosby, and throws it in the dirt, incomplete at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, you know, Miller, he throws the ball well from just standing in the pocket, but when he's running, he's not near as accurate. And these are design rollouts. I really don't know why the Pearce coaches are doing that. He hasn't been really successful with that yet, but they can keep on doing all they want to.
Miller from the shotgun, twins to either side. Hughes is standing to the near side of him. They're moving left to right, leading at 7-0 over Greenville. Miller wanting to throws it near side, caught at the 38-yard line, and then down at the 43-yard line goes the receiver, that time Michael Webb, and it's going to be close to a first down at the 44.
Yeah, it's really close.
Got a generous spot.
Yeah, and they're going to measure for it, but from what they've got it marked, I think it's a first down. But that time,
we'll see where the referee's standing now is where he went down.
Yeah, and
which is a yard back further than where they played.
More than the 43. Pearce's offensive line is doing a pretty good job. We're getting late pressure on Miller, but if I would like to see the Greenville coaches maybe think about bringing some outside pressure with Hamilton and/or Mosby like they were a little bit earlier in the game. You know, he's really a timing quarterback. He likes to throw that ball on rhythm. But I've watched him tonight. If you get somebody on him pretty quick or make him run, he's not near as effective. But
gets the first down as they stretch the chains out.
Yeah.
He just barely got it just by the placement of the football.
Well, yeah. But
come to out of town.
But rushing 4, I got to. If we rush 4 all night, I think Mr. Miller's going to have a big night against us, like when he gets comfortable back there. But
straight T formation for the Pearce Mustangs, lead at 7-0 with 9:05 to play in the first half. Takes the snap, hands it off inside, and Kavapel gets it out to about the 47-yard line, about a 3-yard gain on the play.
What's that boy's name? Kavapel? Okay. I don't even know how you learned to pronounce that, but I'll take your word for it because. But anyway, nice play by Mr. K.
I know Bill Allerman.
Oh, well, okay. But anyway, but not a bad job by Greenville, just limiting him to about a 3-yard run.
Handoff left side to Phillip Hughes, and he is caught by his shoestrings. And they are absolutely giving them where they fall forward, wherever the helmet hits the ground. It's not where the ball is or where the knees are. It's on the 50-yard line now.
Yeah,
4.
They're getting some pretty generous spots, as you said, where it's kind of like where the forward part of the body is. That's where they're going to mark the ball.
Yeah, well, that's where they have consistently in this particular drive. 3rd and 4 for Pearce from the 50-yard line. Miller wants to go.
Mosby.
Under pressure, takes off running. He's got the first down and is going to be hit hard once, twice. And it goes down at the 39-yard line of Greenville. But I think it was Spencer Payne that...
Spencer Payne was the one that finished him up.
And he kind of flipped the ball back over at Spencer Payne, but the official didn't say anything about that.
Well, yeah, I don't even want to get into all that. But that time Mosby was able to break free quickly and had a kill shot and flat missed him. And then he was able to take off and run way farther than he should have.
Confusion on the part of the Pearce Mustangs now as Phillip Hughes has moved over to the near side. They're still looking at the coaches for some sort of direction. And they got 3 coaches signaling in. There's 4 receivers on the near side. Miller fumbles the snap, tries to take off with it, and gets sandwiched. Gets taken away from him by the Greenville Lions.
Oh,
and
no.
The referee says, no, we're going to bring it back.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, and there's a flag
that
that's
was-
going to be thrown on Ty Finney by the referee because Finney spiked the football.
Well, I know.
Terrible call by the
Yeah, that was a
referee.
bad call. Greenville had stopped him and taken the ball away, and I can't hear the whistle, you can't see, but frustrating. And then, of course, Greenville reacts and spikes the ball, which does no good. We get a 15-yard penalty,
Which gives them a first down.
Yeah,
That moves it 15 yards.
and so that's just a bonehead mistake by Ty. I know Ty knows better than that, but when you make a good play and you stop them for about at least for a 5-yard loss at the worst. And now they got a 15-yard
Cordell
gain.
was given the big stare to the referee. It makes you feel better to do it, but that was a terrible call by the referee
Yeah.
and by the officials. And then it was just dumb of Ty Finney to spike the football. That was just a stupid thing to do, and it cost his team 15 yards and a first down inside the Greenville 30-yard line. Greenville trailing at 7-0 with 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Here comes the rush, and Mosby makes a good job of making the tackle, and is drug along the ground by Phillip Hughes. Got there almost at the same time the exchange of the football.
Yeah, that time Mosby came in on a blitz, came in untouched, and was able to hit the running back at the line of scrimmage and take a ride for about 2 yards.
Yeah, Miller looked like he almost panicked then because he saw Mosby coming. He's like, "Here, take the ball, take the ball." Take the ball.
Yeah, and Knox said they need to keep bringing Mosby, because this kid doesn't like to get his Miller kid doesn't really want to get hit. He really doesn't like it.
Well, he's 5'9", too. Here's Mosby, hits him again. Pass to the near side, complete out to the 30-yard line, and Miller gets up off the ground after Mosby plants him.
Well, it looks like the Greenville defense is getting a little fired up now,
Yeah.
which they should, but Mosby came in again on the quick side blitz. There's nobody to pick him up. He tried to throw over him. Mosby gets a clean shot, and Adrian Davis is able to bust up the screen and knock him back for about a 5-yard loss. So again, here we are at a big play, Rich, third and 12 on our 30-yard line. Boy, if we can hold them here, we get out here one more time.
Twin stacks to either side. Paul Miller from the shotgun takes the snap, looks over the middle, got time, and is hit by Mosby, knocked down at the 35-yard line.
Well, I got to say that's a coverage. That was a coverage sack that time. And Pearce coaches put a running back over to block Mosby. And Mosby, the running back actually made him change his path and took him to the outside. But Mosby was quick enough, and the Greenville coverage was good enough that he was able to just run around the block and just plant Miller on the ground. Miller doesn't like that.
They're going for it on 4th down.
This is
15.
interesting.
They need to get to the Greenville 18 to get a first down. Miller, quick pooch kick,
Yeah, it's going in the end
bounces
zone.
into
Good
the
job,
end
defense.
zone, and so the Lions will get it out at the 20-yard line.
Well, Rich, that was really it cost us a touchdown, cost us 15 yards, but that Greenville defense just really got fired up right there and started playing with some emotion and with some aggression, and Pearce didn't know what to do with us. I mean,
After the referee made the horrible call,
yes,
and then Finney, spikes the football.
Yes.
And it costs him that much more when he should have, been able to take off with it. And that's always going to be questionable depending on whose side of the stands you're sitting on. But yeah, that seems to have sparked the Lions defense.
yeah. I mean, like I said, every series they've gotten better and better and played tougher and tougher. So that's done well for the Lions tonight. Bodes well. Now if we just get a
Hand
little
off right side to Hamilton, a little hole over the middle, across the 30, the 35,
Nice
and then down to
job.
the 37-yard line, first down for the Greenville Lions.
Well, that time, just Greenville's offensive line really opened up a nice hole. Rich, I believe you could have ran through that one.
It was sideways.
Yeah. I think you could have gone through that one pretty good. But number 70 is the guard, Christian Woods, and Ugalde just opened up a nice hole, and Hamilton just ran through there for about 15 yards before he was ever touched.
1st and 10 for the Lions. Fowler from the shotgun. Keeps it over the right side at the 40-yard line and is knocked down at the 41, about a 4-yard gain. And, Jermaine Hamilton, when you see him on the football field, he just looks like a football player.
Yeah.
He just looks strong as an ox.
He is strong. He's compact.
Yeah.
And, he's I call it a wound tight. He's muscled, he's thick, but he's not a huge kid. He's not a real tall kid, but he's got a lot of desire. He has a warrior's heart.
Yeah.
And he plays hard every play.
Handoff to Hamilton, coming to the near side, turns at the 40, the 45, and drives across the 50-yard line.
Case in point.
Yep.
Hamilton he ran about 10 yards, and he was met by a Pearce defender, and Hamilton just lowered his shoulder and just powered his way for about another 2 more yards. Almost looked like a miniature version of Earl Campbell in that play, how Earl would explode into a defender. And
I do have to point out that the official spotted the football just like he had been for Richardson Pearce. It's where he fell down. That's where he spotted the football.
Well,
he's going it both ways.
Well, we can't complain about that then.
Fowler back to throw, pumps once, coming to the left, has to keep it. Now running to the right. Now throws right.
Oh.
Hamilton wide open at the 45-yard line, and Fowler overthrew him a little bit high and outside.
Oh, that could have been an interesting play if he could have completed that. Fowler was scrambling around. Hamilton had snuck out over on the Greenville sidelines with all the Pearce defenders about 10 yards behind him, running deep with the Greenville receivers. And if he could have gotten that one, that would have been an interesting play. But it'd have been a foot race for about 20 yards.
Alton Dennis is out wide to the far side. Good to have him back in the lineup. C.J. Nelson is out wide to the near side. And Fowler from the shotgun gives it to Hamilton, left side at the 45, across the 40 and out to the 36-yard line. First down, Greenville at the Pearce 36.
Well, we talked earlier, that Greenville, we wanted them to stay with the running game because we saw something early. I know Coach Cardell didn't listen to us, but
I haven't said anything.
With that being said, Greenville has gone back to the running game and is paying dividends right now. We're picking up huge chunks of yardage, and kudos to the Greenville offensive line, really doing a nice job, especially Woodson and Ugalde on this left side. So far they're having their way with these defenders from Pearce and really doing a good job. I think Pearce is getting a little concerned right now because we're hanging out around them way longer than they thought we would.
7-0, Pearce leading it. Fowler from the shotgun gives it to Hamilton, right side with a blocker in front of him. Turns it to 30, 25, and down to the 23-yard line. First down, Greenville.
Again, Greenville offensive line, I've got to give them credit. And what I'm seeing, Rich, I'm seeing Greenville. They're getting confidence. They say we can play with these guys. We can stop them on offense. We can run with them on their defense. And Pearce, you said a while ago at the break, we're fixing to get on top of these guys. And if Pearce lets us hang around too much, Greenville's going to make this a ball game. I'm seeing a lot of confidence right now in Greenville Lions.
Twins to either side for the Lions on a 1st and 10 at the Pearce 23. Handoff to Courtney Gray. In the 20, the 15, back to the 10, and then down to the 6-yard line. First and goal, Greenville.
Now that's something, now Hamilton has good speed, but he's a straight power runner. Courtney Gray's a slasher, juker, dodger, dasher. And if he gets a step in that secondary, he's going to be going to the house. Pearce doesn't know what to do with that. They haven't seen a lot of just raw speed. I don't know who all they played, but I know when they played West Mesquite, a like opponent, they hadn't seen the raw speed that Greenville has. Lions
with a 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Fowler keeps it, comes left
touchdown.
At the 5, into the end zone, touchdown.
Nice
Greenville.
job. Well, Rich, I am proud of the Greenville Lions. This second quarter, they have just taken it to J.J. Pearce. That was a nice drive. It was executed well. I like the fact that it was on the ground. Say what you want about the spread offense. I'm going to say until the day my dying days, Greenville is a run town. We've always run the ball well. And
yeah, just ask Autry.
Quit hating now. Quit hating. But anyway, I do like to watch the Greenville Lions run the football, and I always will like to watch the Greenville Lions run the football. And I'm glad to see tonight that they're pounding them on the ground. That's good.
Andrew Tarrant with a PAT. It is up, and it is perfect. Woo! And the Lions have it tied now 7-7 with 2:15 to play in the first half. Greenville Lions football continues in a moment. Welcome back to Eagle Mustang Stadium in Richardson, where it's tied up 7-7 with 2:15 to play here in the first half. Lions kicking off from right to left after the touchdown run by Fowler. This is Ryan Rupp kicking off for Greenville, taken at the 14-yard line.
Good job, Washington.
Hughes puts a head down,
Yeah.
and a penalty marker comes in at the 27-yard line.
Well, I
See
don't-
what that's for.
I don't know what that penalty really could be. Washington did a good job of getting down and making the initial contact 5-yard line. Ball carrier fell forward to about the 27. Flag came in late.
Please.
Give me. That guy was on the ground when that ball came out. But, you know, I don't even want to say it.
Wouldn't do you any good.
I know. Anyway, face mask against Greenville, and let me guess, it's going to be the personal foul, 15 yards.
Well, if we had referees mic in, it'd probably be too loud. You want to hear some more of the crowd mic?
No.
Yeah, there it was, just for a second.
Well, no, it's a 5-yarder. Okay. It's a 5-yard. I thought we were going to get the 15-yard with the incidental, you say touch. I don't know what you call it, but.
Well, he looked like he was in position, but anyway, Miller back to throw. Throws it short, is caught short, and across the 45 to about the 48-yard line goes Deshaun Hughes, and that's his first catch since the first quarter. I just lost it for a minute. I don't know what that was.
Well, we're starting to send Mosby quite a bit, and we're getting close to Miller, but you know we need to pop him a few more times.
Miller throws left and almost gets it picked off by Cozine. I think it is over at the 47-yard line.
Nice job by Cozine. He really read that play and what they call jump the route and almost undercut number 4
Deshaun Hughes. Yeah. Miller back to throw again, looking to the near side, pumps once, now runs to the near side, now throws, and it is caught at the 43-yard line of Greenville, short of a first down.
Yeah, nice. That was a nice catch. It really was. Miller.
Webb.
Yeah, Miller. You know, we got some pressure on him again. He's coming out of the pocket, but he does not like to get hit. He does not like to get out of that pocket. Greenville just needs to keep coming on him. Just keep coming on him.
Back to pass is Miller.
Claps.
Throws it. No, it's almost intercepted. Maybe intercepted by the Greenville Lions at the 39-yard line.
Nice job by Wood, the linebacker, Andy Wood. Just stepped right in front of that pass. And
they're going to talk about it.
You know, I think
he kind of bobbled it, but it never hit the ground.
Well, if he just had held on it, he kind of threw it down almost in frustration, or just kind of let it go. But you know, that tells you he didn't think he called it. But nice play, nice defensive play. Brings up Rich's third down, 3rd and 2.
Fourth down.
I mean, 4th down, yeah.
Yeah, I cannot believe they didn't let him have that interception.
Oh, crud.
Miller bobbles the ball. It's on the ground. Still loose. Picked up by Ty Finney. Finney is
He's going to get his touchdown, Rich.
10.
Oh, no.
Touchdown.
Oh, they called a
penalty.
Oh, bad call.
Because somebody went and tagged the Lions.
And they're going to say he blocked him in the back. There's no way. I want to see that one on film myself. I watched that play develop. There's no way people clipped him in the back. It was a clean shot. I mean, we're going to have the ball nonetheless. But the point is that
What did I tell you?
I'm getting now I'm getting fired up now. Well, you know, I'm telling you, when you do this kind of stuff to kids, you start cheating the kids and blatant. Because I've been through it in Dangerfield, and I don't want to jinx myself, but I've been through it in Highland Park, and I've seen this happen to Greenville time. Yeah!
They wave off the penalty, touchdown stands, Ty Finney, justice prevails.
Okay, now their coach is really upset. But what I tell you, it was a clean shot.
Yeah.
It was a clean hit. I saw it. I don't know who the Greenville defender was, but he picked off Miller, and God love him. It was a beautiful shot, and it was legal. There was nothing wrong with it. And
let me see the roster they gave you, because I thought it was 26.
But I'm glad Ty was able to redeem himself.
It's been Adrian Davis who knocked him down.
Well, I tell you what, but like I said, that flag came in. That was cheap when it came in. Rich, we're on the road in Dallas. I'm shocked they waved that off. I am shocked. But
I'm proud of them.
But you know what else? JJ Pearce Mustangs are shocked right now. They are shocked that they are behind in this game.
Tarrant is on for the PAT. Kick is up. And it's perfect, and the Lions take a 14-7 lead with 1:09 to play in the first half. Greenville Lions football will continue in a moment.
Look at the Greenville faithful. They're up. I'm not seeing many people up going where they are going to the concession stand. Man, I can't stand when they do crap like that, throw a flag. That was so cheap. And I watched, man, that Greenville kid, I don't know who it was, he planted his butt, man. It was great. He wiped him out.
And Miller didn't jump up and go like, "Where's the flag?"
It was a clean shot.
Yeah. But it was Adrian, it was 20, I thought it was 26, but it had to be 23.
Man, this.
You know what I said?
Well, I told you I started to see some confidence coming out of them, you know.
They can't run with us.
No.
How far did Miller chase him?
About 2 feet. He didn't have much of a chance. Oh, maybe 5 yards, and bam! He got hit by a truck. I don't know who hit him, but he laid him out. I'm going to ask Cordell.
Welcome back to Eagle Mustang Stadium. The Greenville Lions leading Pearce 14-7. Pearce coming into this game 5-0. The Lions coming into it 2-3.
And the Greenville faithful, there's few of them here, but they're loud. I guarantee you.
They're standing up and
they are giving their Lions everything they got to give them. I guarantee.
Here's the kickoff from the Lions. Goes deep, taken at the 3-yard line. Coming to the 10 is Webb.
Oh, nice job.
Webb is tackled by Kozine.
Oh, beautiful.
At the 17-yard line.
Kozine had just kind of snaked his way through the blockers of Pearce, and he was just waiting for the ball carrier, and it beautiful open field tackle. Again, kudos to the Greenville defensive staff and Coach Cordell for really, like I said, getting the Lions to tackle well. You know, we just didn't tackle well early, but I'm seeing some good hitting tonight, some good tackling. But what I'm really liking, I'm seeing some confidence from the Greenville Lions, and I like what I'm seeing. Little attitude, yeah.
Miller wants to throw deep down the near sideline.
Good job.
It's out of bounds, and Adrian Davis was there defending against Jordan Gush.
Well, I tell you what. Now, you know, I'm watching. I like to watch sideline behavior. I'm watching the Pearce players. I'm looking at the coaches, and you know they're looking at clipboards and they're doing their signals. And I can't say they're panicked right now, but I think they are very surprised that this ball game is the way it is.
Miller in the shotgun, twins to either side, moving left to right, trailing Greenville 14-7. Gush with a catch at the 28, has got the first down and fumbled the football out at the 33-yard line, but was able to get back on top of it.
Well, Greenville secondary is playing a little bit soft right now. They're trying not to give up the big play. So we're you know, and the ball, well, I guess they stop the clock. The clock should start as soon as they get set. There we go. But they can limit them just
Miller to throw, looking deep over the near side, and Kevin Heath had a shot at it, but that was a duck. Very poorly thrown ball by Miller, but it stops the clock with 41 seconds to play here in the first half and brings up 2nd and 10 for Pearce at their own 33-yard line, trailing Greenville 14-7.
Yeah, Mr. Miller, like I said, he's a good quarterback, but he's really exasperated right now. He's really frustrated. And, you know, Greenville's defense has got him bothered. I think they're in his head right now. And
Miller,
I think he's worried about
left, throwing deep down the far side, got a receiver there, and he can't hang on to it at the 40-yard line, dropped by Deshaun Hughes, and Kozine, I think, was back defending on that play.
Deshaun Hughes is, you know, Kozine's about 5'9", 5'10". He's, you know, kind of a pretty good, you know, he's an average sized player for a high school ball player, but Mr. Hughes is a pretty big boy, number 4.
Yeah.
Big kid.
He's got some size. 3rd and 10 now. Trips to the near side, one receiver to the far side. Phillips Hughes comes to the near side of Miller, who's in the shotgun. Drops the ball again, is being chased from behind, gets across the 40 and knocked out of bounds at about the 43-yard line, and he'll get the first down, and the clock will stop with 27 seconds to play.
Well, we almost got another break. You know, he's had a hard time controlling that snap. He's dropped it a couple times, but you know, you got 27 seconds, so that's really enough for maybe 3 plays. So again, you know, expect him to take a couple deep shots.
Well, he was very smart then, because once he knew he fumbled the ball, he didn't try to get up throw it again. He just picked it up and ran.
He got what he could.
Miller to throw.
There's another deep one.
Near sideline. Kevin Heath is waiting. C.J. Nelson dropped it at the 22-yard line.
Oh,
sure interception.
Yeah, C.J. Yeah, that was, again, Miller just kind of let one go. Really a desperation pass, and 2 Greenville defenders were the closest ones to it, namely C.J. Nelson. And usually I would have figured he'd have made a play like that. Sure would have been nice, but Pearce still has life here.
2nd and 10. Throw to the far side, caught by
tackle him into bounds.
And he is knocked out of bounds at the 39 yard line of Greenville. Has first down, 12 seconds to play here in the first half.
Yeah, I don't know who the defender was. I think it was Chris Carter. Was on him quick, missed the tackle, could have dropped him in bounds for about a 7-yard gain. The clock kept running, but stopped the clock with 12 seconds. Enough about 2 plays, Rich.
And they'll throw it.
They're going to
run it.
They're going to throw it deep.
Yeah, and he can't throw it deep.
Not accurately.
Miller is back to pass, throws it near side on a slant pass, and it's caught. He's dropped at the 30-yard line. Not enough for a first down.
They called a timeout.
Which they can do with 7 seconds to play in the first half. And we'll take a timeout. Greenville leading at 14-7. Greenville Lions football continues in a moment.
We'll have one more shot here. Come on, guys, hold them out. They're too far away for a field goal attempt. And then, boy, they need to bring the house on these guys.
Second and 1 play for the Mustangs at the Greenville 31-yard line. Miller back to throw. Looking towards the end zone. Got a receiver there. Caught for a touchdown. A great play. GEUS for the catch. And Adrian Davis was there and covering about as well as you can. And GEUS just absolutely makes a terrific catch for the Mustangs.
Yeah, that was a great execution by J.J. Pearce. You know, no time left on the clock. We had him right where we wanted him. The defender was right there. Just didn't make the play. It just, good execution. That's really unfortunate for Greenville. They worked so hard to get that lead.
Here's the PAT for the Pearce Mustangs. The kick is up, and it's good. We have a tie game, 14-14 to end the first half of play, and we'll be back when Greenville Lions football continues in 2 minutes. Somewhere else. Greenville takes the kickoff to start the second half of play, and it is pitched back to C.J. Nelson, who goes over the left side, 35 to 40,
face mask.
Collared at
Are they not going to call it?
40-yard line.
I can't, boy. Well, from here it looked like a face mask. Or they
had his shoulder pads, which I thought was supposed to be included in that, but I guess not.
Well, that was what they call the horse collar. But I mean, C.J. was one man away from taking that one to the house. That was a lucky tackle for Pearce because they was just about ready to be 21-14 and about 7 seconds off the clock.
Well, I like the way Spencer Payne just pitches the ball back. He caught the kickoff and said, "Here you go, guys. I'll block. Just follow me." Here come the Lions. Trips to the near side. Tie game 14-14. Second half just getting underway. C.J. Nelson to the far side. Jermaine Hamilton standing to this side of the Greenville Lions quarterback, Jeremy Fowler. They're moving left to right. Ball at the Greenville 42-yard line. 1st and 10. Fowler back to throw. Pumps once, twice, now throws. Caught C.J. Nelson at the 43-yard line. Backs up to the 45 and then tackled there. 1st and 10 for the Lions at the Pearce 45.
I was watching that play develop. That was a read play by C.J. Nelson. He was either going to take it deep if the cornerback came up tight on him. At the last minute, he backed out. C.J. broke it off, and Fowler read it perfectly. But that was a pure replay, and the quarterback and receiver really worked it well together. And as long as they keep going like that quick throw, Greenville's going to be okay in the passing game.
Trips to the near side. Fowler back to throw, left side. Caught at the 41-yard line. C.J. Nelson knocked down there at the 40. And a late flag comes out from the side judge over in front of the Pearce Mustang bench. He's about 50 yards away from the play.
I have no idea what he's probably going to be something like blocking in the back or something. I don't know. But we'll wait for this. We'll wait for this call there.
The illegal block in the back charged against the Greenville.
Why did I? Well, anyway, with that being said, we are in Richardson, so funny things
for
can
him
happen.
it'd be different, if he was closer to the play.
That's not his. Well, I'd say that's not his call. I mean, he calls what he sees theoretically, but boy, that was a long way away.
There were 3 other officials that were right there.
Yeah, and don't you find it ironic that Greenville's taking it to him right now, and also there's a flag to disrupt the play.
Yeah.
In
the flow of things.
Yeah, but here we are.
Still first down, back at the 50-yard line. Trips to the near side, 1 receiver to the far side, tie game 14-14. Fowler looks to the sideline to get the final signals in from the sideline. Jermaine Hamilton standing on the right side of Fowler. Lions moving from our left to right. Fowler back to throw, looking left, now back over the middle, throwing deep, and it is intercepted at the 25-yard line. Coming now to the 40 almost, and Marcus is coming up with the tackle at the 35-yard line, and coming up with the interception was Clay Lawrence for the Pearce Mustangs, and the Greenville line looked like he just disappeared out of the play.
I don't know if that was an errant throw, the receiver ran the wrong route, but there was no Greenville receiver close at all when the ball was thrown, and there was 2 Pearce defenders.
They were almost fighting over the ball.
Yeah.
Miller is in at quarterback. Pearce moving from our right to left, trying to take advantage of a Greenville Lion turnover. Twins to either side. Tie game 14-14. Miller, quick toss near side. Caught at the 40. Down the near sideline is Kvapil. And Kvapil's upended at the 49-yard line by Courtney Gray. And that's the route that they ran back in the first quarter they had a lot of success with.
Yeah, it's they run it well. They do a good job. And able to slip out there, just a little bubble route, what they call, and number 4 throws a good block, and they take it up the sidelines.
Trips to the far side for Pearce on a 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. Phillip Hughes is moved to the right of Paul Miller. Quick throw, right side, caught at the 50-yard line, and then he is caught by Adrian Davis and knocked down at the 45-yard line, a 5-yard gain on the pass and catch.
Yeah, this is looking like the first quarter again. Pearce has come out there, going back to the basics, just a real quick passing game, just trying to take what they can get. Greenville's, like I said, just hanging with them and just trying to get a stop here and just try to get some more pressure on Miller.
Twins to either side for the Mustangs. Phillip Hughes standing to the right of Miller as they're moving from our right to left. 2nd and 5 from the 5. A quick pass over the middle. Receiver is there, and Michael Webb is taking it to the house for a touchdown for Pearce as he was caught wide open on a post pattern.
They ran a play action, and C.J. Nelson committed the cardinal sin of a secondary. He was looking in the backfield, and he didn't watch his receiver. He didn't play his position. He got out of position, got caught looking in the backfield. And the receiver ran right past him. Easy catch, easy throw, easy touchdown. Shouldn't have happened.
Here's the PAT. It's up and it's good. And 21-14, Pearce leads at 9:41 to play 3rd quarter. We'll be back when Greenville Lions football continues in a moment. Welcome back to Eagle Mustang Stadium. 21-14, Pearce takes the lead. They take advantage of a Jeremy Fowler interception and take advantage of C.J. Nelson taking a bite on a play action by Miller. Throws the touchdown pass to Michael Webb. And then the PAT is good. And the Mustangs are kicking off to the Greenville Lions, who are going to be moving the ball from our left to right. Pop over kick going to the far side. Taken at the 15-yard line. Down the far sideline at the 30, the 35. Courtney Gray out to the 50-yard line, to the 49-yard line. A terrific return by Courtney Gray for the Greenville Lions.
Yeah, Courtney Gray was about 1 or 2 people from breaking that. He was almost ready to get cranked up. Courtney's got really good speed, and like I said, I know Pearce is, they worry about our speed, and you can tell the way they try to contain us and just keep everything in front of them and things like that. And like I said, we're going to pop one here. I mean, I still believe we're going to pop one on these guys.
Yeah.
Pearce is not that good defensively. Their offense is pretty good, but they're not that great defensive. We're going to get back in this game here pretty quick.
From the shotgun, Jeremy Fowler hands it off inside to Jermaine Hamilton, heads back to the left side, and is going to lose yardage back to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, trying to do too much that time. Yeah, Pearce did a good time of clogging up the defensive line, or with their defensive linemen clogging up the running lanes and force Hamilton to try to bounce it back to the outside. Not a very good move, but right now, like I said, Greenville just needs to be patient, settle down a little bit, get back to what they were doing well, not panic. If they are going to throw, I'd like, don't throw it in the middle, keep it to the outside, work the sidelines, and maybe, take a shot deep. Fowler really hadn't taken a shot deep yet.
No. Well, that one got intercepted.
Well, yeah, that was kind of a...
2nd and 15. Hamilton to the left side and loses more yardage back to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, Greenville's offensive line is not staying with the blocks very well. We're kind of out there. We're not as consistent as we were the first half. They just need to settle in and start playing football like they can. They'll be okay. But right now, Pearce has really got the momentum.
It takes Greenville a little while to warm up.
Yeah.
They've got to get kind of juiced up before they can get going. 3rd and 18 now for the Lions. Fowler back to throw, setting up the screen. High pass, and it is picks up about 4 yards, but not near enough. And it's to Kevin Heath.
Yeah, pretty well executed. Pearce linebackers did a good job and just kind of got underneath the Greenville block. I watched, as soon as Heath caught the ball, he was sandwiched by a couple of the Pearce linebackers, but Greenville's offensive line was about another 10 yards downfield, just knocking into the secondary kids, but just a little too far away from Heath to really make a difference.
4th down, Fowler will punt it. Gets pretty good toe into it. Taken at the 23-yard line, heading straight up the seam, and out of the 45 across the 50, and then tackled at the 47-yard line. Goes Jordan Gush, and a penalty marker comes in late.
Okay, now we're starting to get sloppy. I don't know what I can't. I don't know what that call is going to be. I'm assuming it's going to be against Greenville, because you had the Pearce ball carrier on the ground, about 3 Greenville defenders around him. I can't see this being good for us. But we need to get our composure.
Dead ball foul, personal foul.
Spearing?
That's what they called it.
That's going to be a 15-yarder.
Yeah.
Now it's time for Greenville needs to buckle up and play some defense right now. Because...
that was...
that's pretty weak.
It was a weak call. I didn't see anybody lead with a helmet.
No, I didn't either.
And it was after the play. Dead ball foul?
Yeah.
You're leading with a helmet? Excuse me.
I don't understand it, but I know it's a 15-yarder, and it's going to hurt.
I watched that on GEUS 34 on Tuesday to see if that's really happened.
Now Greenville, like I said, we're doing a lot of little things wrong right now, and we don't have the same intensity that we had the first half, but we sure need to get it back and get a stop right here on these guys and get this thing under control.
Yeah, they just need to get back to doing what they know how to do. Miller is under center this time. Hands it off over the right side to get inside the 30 to maybe the 28.
Yeah, that was just a straight lead play, nothing fancy. Just Pearce said, okay, we're going to come right at you, right up the middle, just straight ahead blocking. And picked up about 3.5, 4 yards. Picked up a lot more than it looked like they did.
2nd and 6. Now Miller goes back into the shotgun. Twins to the far side. Tight end is to the near side. Rolling right is Miller. Throwing down the far sideline and just throwing it away because the pressure was coming after Miller.
Yeah, that time Ty Finney had broken through and was in hot pursuit after Miller. Miller tried to throw the ball on the run, and something he didn't do real consistently the first half. Greenville just trying to get some pressure on him. But we got 3rd and 6. Like I said, this is a big play right here. We can stop these guys from getting a first down and either make them try again or maybe try the field goal. I guess he'll probably go for it. The field goal kicker's not that great.
3rd down at the Greenville 28-yard line for Pearce. Miller back to throw. throwing deep into the end zone. Got the receiver there, and it's batted up in the air.
I think we got it.
Intercepted by the Greenville Lions.
I think so. Oh.
Now they say it was incomplete.
Oh, nice play by Courtney Gray, and who else was that?
Cozine, I think.
And Cozine. Courtney Gray was playing safety, actually got a hand on the ball, tipped it up in the air, and it looked like Cozine, it was hard to tell from here, but it looked like Cozine came down with it or was juggling it as he rolled back out of the end zone. But again, 4th and 6, they're going to go for it. Boy, this is a huge play right here. This could really give a little bit of momentum back to Greenville if we can stop them and get the ball back right here and make a stand like we did the first half.
Defense starting to step up again.
Yeah.
This is Miller's working out of the shotgun, looking left, throwing left.
Oh, man.
And the receiver makes the catch. Cozine had fallen down back at the 15-yard line, and that left it wide open for Deshaun Hughes to make the catch.
That was just 4th and 6, and that was too easy for Pearce. That was too easy, and
well, if Cozine had been able to keep his footing, he would have been able to be there to knock the ball away. But it's 1st and goal for Pearce at the 9-yard line, and the Lions are trying to get Cozine off of the field as they were trying to snap the ball with the extra player on the field. And let's see, timeout was called by the Greenville Lions because they just weren't ready for it. 6:53 to play, 3rd quarter. Greenville trailing at 21-14. Greenville Lions football continues in a moment.
Boy, we got to keep them out of here, man.
Well, we can.
Yep, we need to keep them out of
Cozine
here.
hadn't fallen down.
Oh, we got to pull that interception.
Field. This looks like it looks like that carpet.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not old-timey AstroTurf, but
It's close. I mean, I can see this rectangular metal thing sticking up and right at the 50
yeah,
line.
I see it like something. But it's the same turf as ours. Got the little black stuff in there.
It looks thin.
Hey,
Got 2 high schools play on it every week.
I was gonna say ours starting to look a little ragged.
Well,
The paint's starting to fade a little bit.
Yeah.
That G's pretty orange, man. I looked at the picture of the first night, the flyover picture. And that thing's red, man.
welcome back to Eagle Mustang Stadium. It's 1st and goal for the Mustangs at the Greenville 8-yard line. Miller falls down, loses the ball, and they're going to say he was down.
Oh
Coming down to the 40-yard
no!
line.
No way!
They're going to say that he was
Fumble!
Philip Hughes. The ball is on the ground. Mosby picks it up, and the umpire said, "Oh no, he was down."
Oh Lord! Boy, these guys! I swear, man, let the kids play. Oh, I hate that kind of stuff.
2nd and goal now for Pearce. They move the ball back to the 10-yard line. Philip Hughes on the run.
Nice job,
Runs
Greenville.
right into Spencer Payne, and they
Hey.
finally knock him down.
Spencer
And
Payne,
forward progress.
Jermaine Hamilton.
Yeah.
Nice job, nice play. And that is Justin Reeves. Is he number 65? Yeah, Justin
No,
Reeves.
Justin's not playing.
Well, he's out there in that 65. He's a big old kid playing nose guard.
Oh, well, he could be.
65, yeah, he's playing.
Yeah. He's trying to spread.
Well, again, here we go. Another big play. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal for Pearce. Miller under center. Keeps it, throws it right side, got a receiver there
Oh.
for the catch, and then he is cut down by Courtney Gray at the 7-yard line, and that was a great tackle by Courtney Gray, who didn't let the receiver get behind him that time.
He did not. He did a good job. And that time, Greenville brought every linebacker and brought everybody they could bring. And Miller, again, took another shot, but they did stop them, limit them to a field goal, which is really a victory for the Greenville defense, because this kid's not a great kicker, we know.
Yeah, this is going to be a 24-yard attempt. And he gets the kick up.
He got it.
This one is good. So it's 24-14. Greenville trailing Pearce with 5:03 to play 3rd quarter. We'll be back when Greenville Lions football continues. 5:03 to play 3rd quarter. Greenville trailing at 24-14. Grant Heimer is on to kickoff for
What's
the
his
Mustangs.
name?
I just threw that in. It's Grant Heimer. Has a short approach, pop-over kick that's really, really short, taken at the 37-yard line, and then tackled there is...
Chris Carter.
Yeah, it was Chris Carter.
Yeah, Chris Carter. But Greenville really sets up really a pretty good field position. Actually, right at what he said, 37-yard line, which is not a bad field position. And I say I don't have a short field, but like I said, it's good field position. Anything outside your 30 is pretty good field position to start with. But Greenville needs to get a good drive going, get some consistency, and stick one in. We can get one good drive. We can get right back in this ball game.
38-yard line is where they put it down. 1st and 10 for the Greenville Lions, who trail it 24-14 with 4:58 to play third quarter. Alton Dennis out wide to the near side. Clayton Moore runs off of the field. Handoff to Jermaine Hamilton, and he is stacked for about a 1-yard loss as they have read that play, and they're in the book now.
Yeah, it's a little counter play, and they're just shooting gaps. J.J. Pearce is just shooting gaps with their players, and
Pearce has got a player that wants to come out. He's jumping up and down. They can't get a sub to come in for him. He's got a Charlie horse.
Yeah, got a leg cramp, and he's struggling a little bit. But yeah, like I said, we need to get back to that ground game. I still like to, try to get outside. We hadn't run any option game tonight, and get Courtney Gray to get through there because he's got good speed, good legs.
Fowler back to throw. Being chased, going to the left, throwing left, and I don't know if he knocked the head off of the official or, yeah, he did. He knocked the cap off the official with the pass.
Well, he had Kevin Heath running at about 10 yards right past the yardsticks, and I thought Fowler had saw it. I don't know if he was trying to get the ball to him or not, but he wasn't too far away, just like a little dump pass could have got to him. I think that's what he was trying to do, but it just never materialized. Brings up 3rd and 10, but like I said, we need to
bullet.
Yeah, we got to get defense, like I said, is not playing that bad. We got to get this offense again and get a little consistency going here.
Well, they managed to stop the running game, and Greenville hasn't got the passing game going yet.
What do we got going here?
And apparently there's a flag against
Pearce?
Pearce, personal foul, roughing the passer against the Pearce Mustangs.
Timely call. I got to admit, I never saw that either. I was trying to watch
looking at the ball.
I was watching downfield what's happening. But again, that good break for Greenville gives the ball a 15-yard penalty, gives us an automatic first down on the Pearce side of the
well, they know that 50. Miller has spent a lot of time on the ground, and I guess they're trying to get a little payback in there. Handoff to Alton Dennis on the end around. It gets down to the 45 to about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit outside, get a little speed outside. He's got good speed, good legs, and like I said, not a lot of room to run, pretty congested in there, but he picked up about 4.5 yards, which is positive yardage on the first down. That's good. And but like I said, just want to see Greenville just settle in and put a nice drive together like they did the first half and get back in this ball game.
Kevin Heath is out wide to the near side, 3 receivers to the far side. Ball is on the far hash mark. Jeremy Fowler in the shotgun with Jermaine Hamilton standing to his left. 2nd and 6 play, Fowler to throw. Dumps it out left side to Courtney Gray at the 40, and it's going to be close to a first down at the 37-yard line.
That is going to be a first down. When they spot it where they are, they're going to spot him. It's going to be a first down. Should be, yep. They indicate first down. Yeah, that's just a little swing pass to Gray. Gray, like I said, has got good speed. He's got good legs, good balance, and good vision. And I guarantee those coaches, every time they see him touch that ball, they're just like, oh gosh, not this kid, because he can take it to the house on him real quick.
Well, Jermaine Hamilton needs a rest too because he's playing both sides of the ball
and playing hard.
Yeah, he is. Trips to the near side, 1 receiver to the far side. First down play for the Lions. Throw back to the far side, caught by Courtney Gray, trying to get loose at the 35, but can't find a way, and winds up getting tackled right there.
Yeah, he just turned back into the defense. If he could have
just C.J. Nelson, I'm sorry.
Yeah, just had the presence to turn back to the outside towards the Greenville sidelines, he probably would have scored a touchdown. But he ran back into where the defenders were waiting on instead of running away from the defenders. But pretty well set up play. Little tight end screen, little wide receiver screen. to CJ.
Courtney Gray standing on this side of Jeremy Fowler now. Twins to either side. Handoff to Gray. He goes left, spins out to the 30, and then down inside the 30 to about the 29-yard line. It'll be short of a first down to bring up third and about 2.
Nice run by Courtney. He was hit. He was actually initial contact about 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. Did a nice job of keeping his balance, spin moving, putting his hand down, and just kind of crawling and falling for an extra 2 or 3 yards, and got him in a real manageable 3rd and 2. But like I said, good running, good leg strength by Courtney that time.
Ball at the 29-yard line on the far hash mark of the J.J. Pearce Mustangs. A minute 28 to play third quarter. Greenville trailing at 24-14. Twins to the near side, straight T formation. Courtney Gray to the near side of Jeremy Fowler. Handoff inside.
He's got the first.
And, yeah, they do get the first down. And
that was
Gerald Nelson.
Whoa. Come on now.
Yeah, a little. One of the Greenville Lions got a little upset.
Well, yeah, the kid from Pearce just shoved him at the end of the play. That's Galdi.
And there's a penalty marker that's going to be thrown on Pearce.
Probably you talking too much.
Well, the umpire was trying to get him to settle down.
Yeah, and and I must commit. Emotions are going to fly and get fired up, and but Greenville players did a nice job of keeping Galdi out of the way and got him out of the way and walking the right way towards Coach Cardell, get him settled down. Cody Ugaldi's he's a good kid,
yeah.
And I want to see some fire,
Yeah.
But you don't want to be out of control. But the Pearce kid came up and shoved him in the back, and Galdi responded. And I'm sure the Pearce player says something, but it's going to be against the Pearce.
Yeah, it is. It's
and, this 15-yarder.
15-yarder and first down. And I still yet to see the referee give an indication up here. He may have, and I was just too busy watching.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure he said something. I'm sure he said something because the players were separated, and Ugaldi was actually walking away, and the players were pushing him towards the Greenville sideline to Coach Cardell. He remains in the game.
I was waiting for the referee to give some indication as to exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I never saw him give an official indication.
Well, is there a flag is there a call for abundance of ignorance?
Yeah. Fowler keeps it over the left side and maybe a couple of yards. He's tackled at the 11 or 12-yard line. But it's obvious to me that J.J. Pearce has lost their poise because Greenville is just absolutely taking it to them in every aspect of the game, although Greenville trails at 24-14.
Like I said, Pearce has made a couple of really timely plays, and Greenville has made a couple of very timely mistakes on defense. And the reason this game is even as far away as it is, but it's still a close game. If Greenville can punch this one in here, they're back in this ball game, I guarantee.
Yeah, Randall Rudolph was the rude player, and the Lions got maybe back up to the line of scrimmage as Fowler kept it over the left side. Yeah,
J.J. Pearce is, they've caught on to our blocking scheme about we're running our counters, and what they're doing is they're really pinching. There's the end of the third quarter, and we'll finish this up when we come back.
24-14, Greenville is trailing. Back when Greenville Lions football continues in a moment. Fourth quarter play with Greenville having a 3rd and 9 at about the 12-yard line of Pearce, the ball on the near hash mark. And the head coach of the Mustangs was giving the referee an earful during the timeout.
Yeah, and whatever he wanted to say, he was trying to get it in quick. Greenville has no backs. We've got 4 wide receivers on one, and
back to throw, Fowler, quick toss, right side, and it is caught and at the 10-yard line if they gave him forward progress.
Yeah. Well, nice throw. Unfortunately, it didn't go anywhere. It was a throw to. Is that Dennis?
Dennis.
Yeah.
Dennis.
And they were hoping to shake him loose. Looks like we're going to have a field goal try, but a field goal makes it a 7-point ball game. And like I said, we're right back in this game. I don't know if Coach Cardell has a fake in the playbook, but
well, C.J. Nelson is backup quarterback.
Yeah.
He's a holder. Andrew Tarrant is on, and this is going to be a 28-yard field goal attempt. It's down. The kick is up. And it is
good.
Perfect, and the Lions have made it 24-17 with 11-13 to play. They trail it back. Welcome back to Eagle Mustang Stadium, where the Greenville Lions have put 3 points on the board with a 28-yard field goal off of the toe of Andrew Tarrant. And it is 11:13 to play. Lions are kicking off to the Pearce Mustangs. Straight away, taken at the 9-yard line. And GEUS to the 35, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30,
Yeah, he's gonna take
to
it
the
in.
20, 10, 5, touchdown, J.J. Pearce.
Oh, Lord, Rich, that hurts. That hurts. Golly. You worked so hard to get right back into the ball game, and in one play, he takes it in. But nice job by the Pearce return team.
Yeah.
I mean, they set a nice wedge, and 23 GEUS just exploded through the middle of it and outran the rest of the Greenville defense in, and that's hard to believe, but he did.
Yeah, I think he caught, we might have been sleeping at the wheel on that kickoff.
Oh, man. You know, it just, that's tough because we had worked to get back to the, make it a one-score game. But, we got
Here's a PAT try. The kick is up, and it is good, and it's 31-17. Pearce leading at 10:59 to play in the ball game. We'll be back when Greenville Lions football continues in a moment. Welcome back to Eagle Mustang Stadium. 10:59 to play in a ball game. Pearce is kicking off. A very short popover taken at the 35-yard line by Alton Dennis and is tackled at about the 38-yard line. Never got a chance to get outside.
No, I mean, and like I said, Pearce is just pooch kicking it, just kind of popping it up, letting it go about 10, 12, 15 yards, and Greenville receiver catches it, and like I said, but it gives their kickoff coverage team time to get down there and minimize what. But again, this is really good field position here. We just need to see Greenville's offense get kind of cranked up like they were doing. Had a pretty good little drive going, and get a touchdown in, get back in this ball game. We're no means out of this ball game.
No, because we've got all the tools to work with.
Yeah, we just got just take it one series at a time.
Fowler rolling to the near side. Got time. Being chased, now backs up, heads back to the right side, throws to the right side, caught C.J. Nelson. First down across the 50, down the far sideline. The 40 had one man to get by, and a late flag comes in at the 30-yard line.
Okay, now we're sitting next to the Greenville coaches. They're pointing, it was something way away from the play, and I don't know if it's against a Greenville player. There was a Greenville receiver, number 4, and number 11 from Pearce. Number 4 from Greenville is
Hamilton.
Hamilton. Don't know what it was. Don't know who gave who. Somebody gave somebody an illegal shot. And I don't.
And the officials are gathered at the 45-yard line discussing it.
But it was a nice.
It's against I think it's against Pearce.
Yeah, and it's going to be a 15-yarder. Oh, this helps. It was a.
No, they're picking the flag up.
Oh, jeez.
Waving it off.
Whatever.
Why did the lineman who was standing in front of the coach of Pearce throw the flag?
I wonder who they were.
And the coach is talking to the official now.
Well, I don't know.
It's 1st and 10 for Greenville at the Pearce 40-yard line. Fowler pumps, now being chased, rolls right. Throws it down the far sideline, and it is dropped
By Derek Lucas.
Derek Lucas just dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, it was an easy catch. Nobody would buy him. Would have been a first down. Fowler threw it kind of easy to him, and he just dropped it. And boy, we got to have those. You don't get many cream puffs like that handed to you.
No.
But Fowler doing a very good job of improvisation, and also scrambling.
You've been listening to me too much.
Yeah.
It's still 1st and 10 according to the down marker. Fowler wants to throw. Right side, got a receiver there. Across the 40-yard line.
Clayton
and down
Moore.
to the 35. I think it was Clayton
Number
Moore.
20, his first reception tonight, I believe.
Yeah.
But a nice pickup of about 5 yards, and you're right. Well, they're marking it second down. It actually should be third down.
That's what I thought, yeah.
They got it right on the scoreboard. They haven't switched it on the on the marker yet, but, you know, we're almost to the point where Greenville's going to have to go for it on fourth down if we don't get it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3rd and 5 for Greenville. The ball at the Pearce 35-yard line on the far hash mark. Greenville moving right to left. A breeze at their back. Trips to the near side. Fowler looking left, throwing left to C.J. Nelson.
Set up nice.
Cuts inside of the 30, spins to the 25, and down to the 23-yard line. First down.
You know, that was a real nice job by Hamilton, Dennis, and Lucas setting up the wide receiver screen. The bunch formation, or what do you want to call it, but 3 of them really screened off the Pearce defenders, and CJ was able to make an easy catch and take off, get about a 10-yard gain on the wide receiver screen. But nice job by Greenville receivers blocking for their teammate Nelson.
1st and 10 for the Lions. Ball at about the 23-yard line. Fowler back to throw, looking right, and penalty markers down.
I think they're going to call too much time.
And this is the it's the linesman that threw the flag, standing in front of the Pearce coach.
Well, the Pearce coach has been in these guys' ears all night long.
That's not the linesman's call.
No, it's not. That's the back judge. That's actually the referee's call.
No, it's back judge.
But
I mean, both of them can see the clock,
Yeah.
but Fowler back to throw.
got to go
Down the
deep
far
to Dennis.
sideline, little holding over there. Dennis can't hang on to it at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice throw and almost a nice catch. It was, I thought this was going to be able to come down with it when the ball was first let go, and the Pearce defender did a pretty good job of wrapping him up and not letting him have the ball. But it really probably should have been a catch, Rich,
Yeah, I
which set him
agree.
up about 3-yard line.
2nd and 15 for Greenville now. The ball at the 29-yard line of Pearce. 9:08 to play in the ball game. Greenville trailing at 31-17. Fowler from the shotgun. Low snap, hands it off to Jermaine Hamilton. Bounces out to the right side, cannot turn the corner, and is knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, like I said, I like the call, trying to run the ball a little bit. The place was really slow developing. Hamilton decided to bounce outside. The play was really designed to go inside. He bounces outside, and the Pearce defenders are waiting on him, and he can't outrun them. This brings up 3rd and long.
Well, he didn't have much on the inside.
No, he didn't have. He really didn't have any place to go.
3rd down play for the Lions from the 30-yard line of Pearce. Fowler alone in the backfield. Tries to set up the screen, and the ball is batted down by one of the Mustang linemen. It'll bring up 4th down for Greenville.
Well,
Got to go for it.
got to go for it. I mean, we got to go for it. We're pretty far down. We're
31-17,
Yeah, 14.
8:30 to play in the ball game. You've got the hosses to put points on the board. You just got to get the right play in at the right time, because the Mustangs don't have the speed to run with the Greenville Lions.
and they're trying to play like a tight press coverage right now.
Yeah. And the Mustangs trying to get the fans back into the ball game. Lions going for it on 4th down. Low snap,
There's Nelson.
scooped up by Fowler, looking to the near side to C.J. Nelson.
Oh.
And almost caught it at the 8-yard line.
Third.
A great defensive play by the Mustangs, that time by Willis Brown. He just made a great defensive play to knock it out of Nelson's
And
hands.
he got there because Nelson had a beat on it. I thought Nelson was going to come down with it.
Yeah.
You know, that's 2 really nice passes by Fowler, one to Dennis and one to Nelson. And, both of them could have and should have been caught. But that one hurt because that was at about the 5-yard line. If he made that catch, he might have walked in for the end for the touchdown.
Had to wait on it, too.
Yeah.
So the Mustangs take it over on downs. 1st and 10 to throw on 30-yard line. And so now they'll run the ball. Phillip Hughes around the left side. And it's going to be dropped for a loss back at about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, nice play by number 24 for Greenville, Brian Ballot. Just a real nice open field tackle. Ballot's back there playing safety, but just a good open field tackle. Dropped him for a loss about 2 yards, but a good play by Brian Ballot.
2nd and 11 for Pearce. They're going to run the ball to burn up as much clock as they can. They lead at 31-17, 7:52 to play, clock rolling. Everybody in tight. Miller back to throw, looking to the near side, got a receiver there, and a nice catch made by Webb. It's Gush at the Greenville 43-yard line, 1st down.
Yeah, Chris Carter was on the coverage, but again, getting caught looking inside, and not, I played the secondary. Your number 1 rule you don't look at the backfield. Watch your keys, and your keys are either offensive linemen, and they're going to set up for a pass block who's going to tell you to go back in pass coverage, or watch the receiver, see what he's doing. If you're playing zone, then you look through the guards or you look through the tackle, whatever their keys are, but they're going to show you pass. And you're dropping back. But, if you watch the backfield action, you're going to get sucked up every time.
1st and 10, Phillip Hughes with a handoff up the middle is tackled at the 39-yard line. Jermaine Hamilton grabbed hold of an ankle and wouldn't let go.
Yeah, this is time, like I said, Pearce has run the ball, trying to milk the clock. They've had a couple of big plays, a couple of good things happen before they going their way. Greenville's still playing hard, but we need to get a turnover right here and try to get back in this game in a hurry.
Well, Jim Johnson said something interesting last week, that Greenville is still at that point. They haven't gotten over that hump yet to learn how to finish the game.
Yeah.
2nd and about 6, handoff. Nope, Miller keeps it on the option, spins at the 30, and gets down to the 25-yard line. So now he's decided to make himself a target.
Yeah, yeah. Nice run by Miller. That time just kind of, Mosby was coming in and was a little surprised, went for the fake to the running back, and Miller ran right past him that time. If not, he could have just ear-holed him, but, I don't know what his responsibility was, but Miller did a nice job, picked up a nice gain.
6:27 to play in the ball game, 31-17. Pearce leads it. 1st down for the Mustangs at the Greenville 25-yard line. Hughes is hammered, absolutely hammered. Jermaine Hamilton
and Ty Finney
popped him and went through him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Hamilton and Ty Finney just sliced through the offensive line of Pearce and just cut him down quick. Loss of 1.
2nd and 11. Trips to the near side, one receiver to the far side. And Miller from the shotgun with Phillip Hughes standing to his left. 2nd and 11 play. Give it to Phillip Hughes, and he's sandwiched by Ryan Mosby, Jermaine Hamilton. Looked like Justin Reeves also in there, Andy Wood.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 2, and I think Pearce will go for it.
No, 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12. Pearce is going to go. They're going to take 2 shots to try to get this 1st down here. I think they'll throw it here, and then maybe.
I think they're going to try and put it in the end zone.
Yeah,
31-17. They lead it with 5:18 to play. Twins to either side. Miller getting his signals from the sideline, gets that in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks right, throws right, and it is dropped incomplete on the pass intended for Michael Webb, number 1.
51, Andy Wood, linebacker, was right out there. If he caught the ball, I think he was fixing to pop him pretty good. Probably lucky he did drop it because Wood had a beat on him, was coming hard. But nice recognition by Andy Wood to get out there. I watched Wood. Wood's getting better every week too.
Yep.
He's really
the whole team is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really starting to play. But I've noticed, the first couple of games he was kind of trying to feel his way, looked a little lost, a little confused. But he's been a pretty good ball player coming on here lately.
Miller from the shotgun on a 4th down play, looking into the end zone, and it is incomplete. And the receiver GEUS begging for a flag.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely begging. Nobody was around him, but he was begging for a flag. He didn't get. Lions will take it over on downs with 4:57 to play in the ball game, trailing at 31-17.
Well, we've got 5 minutes, but we do need a big play here pretty quick.
Yeah, we got to score fast.
We need to score fast. Scores. Yeah, we need to score pretty quick. We need something big play. Something to happen here to get us back in this ball game.
Well, they let Rudolph back into the ball game. Okay. He was the kid that had all the problems with Ugaldi earlier.
Yeah.
Here come the Lions. Trips to the far side. Pump it out right side. Jermaine Hamilton drops the pass.
I don't think that really wasn't what I was thinking about.
I don't think it's what they were thinking about either.
No, that's not what. I'd like to stretch the field a little more than that.
Too slow developing.
Yeah, that play was doomed from the beginning. That was ugly.
Yeah, at that speed.
Yeah, that looked like they wasn't sure they wanted to run that one or not.
4:51 to play. Clock stopped because of the incomplete pass. And a 2nd down play, Fowler back to throw. Being chased and is sacked back at the 13-yard line. And you would have thought that Pearce had just won the world championship.
Well, like I said, the Pearce defenders are just teeing off and just coming as hard as they can. Now they know we got to throw the ball, and they know we're getting desperate, so they're just coming. And this second half, the Greenville offensive line is really not played near as well they did the first half. They're not able to protect Fowler. He's having to run a lot, and they're not opening up the running lanes like they were.
Fowler rolling right on a third down play. Nobody open. Now he takes off running with it. He's caught from behind and buried at about the 18-yard line and bring up fourth and about 16 for Greenville with 3:56 to play.
Well, like I said, it's desperate times for the Greenville Lions now. I don't know.
Well, they're letting the clock roll, and they need to do something quick.
Well, yeah, they're going to kick the ball, but right now Fowler's not getting the time in the pocket to get his reads in. He's just not getting the time. And like I said, the Greenville Lions offensive line played pretty well first half, but the second half they've really struggled with the Pearce defensive line. And
pretty nice punt. They had nobody back to cover it. Takes a Greenville bounce inside the 35, inside the 30. And it'll be at the 29-yard line of Pearce with 3:14 to play in the ball game. Greenville trailing at 31-17. Well, just to think about 20 or 30 minutes ago, we were talking about playoffs. And but I still think that the Lions have got a shot at it. I still think they're a better team than what the Mustangs are.
Well, they're as good.
Not here yet.
Yeah, they're as good. I mean, I still think Greenville's a pretty good team. They played a really great half, and I got to admit, J.J. Pearce has come out and did a good job with.
Phillip Hughes on the run runs into a white wall that takes him down. They'll give him forward progress to the 31.
But I think that Pearce either made the better adjustments or decided to come out and play better the second half, because they've gotten after Greenville pretty well. And Greenville's.
We made two mistakes.
Well, we did make a kickoff, a long pass play and a kickoff return.
Calls. It's been a variety of things.
And we've dropped a couple.
I'm not ready to give Pearce that much credit.
Well, they dropped a couple passes too.
2nd and 9, a short 9.
Hello.
Miller gives it off, comes to the near side. This is Phillip Hughes.
I'll come over there.
And out of bounds at about the 39, they're marking at the 40-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down for the Pearce Mustangs with 2:28 to play in the ball game. Greenville trailing at 31-17. They'll stop the clock in order to move the chains. But I'm kind of surprised that Hughes went to jump out of bounds outside of Hughes, just didn't want to get hit.
Yeah, it might have been like he's about halfway running for his life. But yeah, I'm sure their coach did not want that clock stopped.
Hughes gets the handoff, still loose at the 40, and then finally knocked down at about the 41-yard line. But this is where you can get some running backs hurt.
Yeah. Well, Kevin McDonald had broken through the line and had a shot about 4 or 5 yards deep in the backfield, and just kind of let him slip on through. And Jermaine Hamilton also had a shot at him, but I believe it was Wood and Ballot were able to put him on the ground.
And here's Jermaine Hamilton, bless his heart, playing both sides of the football and had a terrific second quarter was great.
Yeah.
And how long can you play both sides of the football in it?
Well, and DeKeiston Williams is.
Handoff up the middle. Here comes Hughes again and puts his head down, drives forward to about the 47-yard line of Pearce, and the clock rolls with 1:40.
Yeah, they're missing DeKeiston Williams on offense. He's a legitimate threat.
Yeah.
He runs hard, he runs tough, and like you said, Hamilton gets tired, and towards the end of the game a little bit maybe. And I don't know what's.
Kevin Heath is just now back. I mean, he's been out.
Yeah, and they got.
That's their speed.
Yeah, they got kids hurt, and like I said, there was a couple plays. Either way, this is a different ball game.
And about 5 calls, different way. Handoff to the near side, Phillip Hughes.
Nice job by Mosby.
And he is knocked down at the 50. That should be enough for the first down. That's Kavapel on the carry.
Yeah. Pearce, like I said, we're 1:05 left in the game, so Pearce is going to be content just to run the ball a couple more times and get out of this ball game. But like I said, I think Pearce made the plays of the second half and Greenville didn't, and that's the difference of the ball game.
Yeah, made some. When you make mistakes, sometimes you got to pay for them.
Yeah, and you know, and then we were in a couple of positions to get back into the ball game and dropped a couple of passes, you know, that one at the 10 and
Miller takes a knee.
one at the about the 5-yard line, 3-yard line, Dennis. So, but you know, Greenville played hard tonight, and I saw some good things tonight.
34 seconds
Yeah.
and the clock is rolling, and
Yeah,
Greenville
he's
trailing at 31-17.
One more snap, and that's going to do it.
And Pearce is going to go 6-0 for the season as they win homecoming. But I tell you what, there was a time that their mascara was running.
Yeah, they were pretty, that first half, and we jumped up on them 14-7. There was some concern, and they got that. Well, we'll watch this last snap.
Miller takes another knee with 6 seconds, and the clock will roll down. And Ryan Mosby comes over and hugs Paul Miller.
Oh, really? Okay.
And Miller said, "I am so glad to see you go."
Yeah, because they got to know each other tonight pretty good.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And Mosby's going through the crowd and working the crowd pretty good for the Pearce Mustangs.
Well, Mosley played a good game tonight.
He did.
He played hard. He always plays hard, but he had a good game. Especially the first half, he was in the ear hole of Mr. Miller, and you know, but they recognize that and they're giving him congratulations. But,